Hey guys, wanted to do an EDC video update for you. I've got one up already, but I've kind of changed it up over the past couple months, so I wanted to get an update out there and just kind of show you where I'm at now. Essentially, that last Maxpedition style pouch that you guys saw me with, it wasn't a Maxpedition, it was just a knockoff, but I still have that in rotation, but that doesn't go in my bag with me anymore to work. That now goes in the back trunk of my bike. So I keep that in there, and I've changed some items out. So there's some items in here you're going to see are repeats that actually came out of that other kit, and I continue to carry with me, but I went a little more old world, a little less tactical, I guess. I had a friend make this pouch for me. Same gentleman that made my woods kit pouch. So essentially I saw a pouch like this online. It was just for a fire starter kit. It was about a quarter of the size of this, and I got talking to my friend and I said, well, I'd like to be able to fit 2 large cans in it, as far as like 2 energy drink size cans. That was just a size reference I gave him to work off of. So I'm pretty sure he probably went out and bought a couple because he made sure you could, and that it was the size I requested. So I like it. It's handmade. Leather's pretty cool. It's he's tanned it, dyed it, whatever you want to call it. Does a real good job in his stitching. Really tight stitches. Left me just a leather lanyard to keep it closed. But let's get into that in a second. Like I said, this is EDC, so I'll start off with what I am currently carrying on my person for the most part. Now, I do rotate out my multi-tool. I rotate out my knives. My flashlight's pretty much been the same flashlight every day for a while, and I'll show you why. But I'll show you what's on my clothing, and then we'll get into what I carry in my bag with me, as I always carry a backpack to and from work, and usually have it in the truck with me, even if I'm not at work. So we'll get into that. So belt knives, pocket knives, etc. For a long time, I was into pretty much nothing but folders as far as my EDC, but I've really got hooked on carrying fixed blades lately. So as far as carrying a folder, I guess I technically still always do carry a folder. My Victorinox Silvertech Huntsman. You guys have seen this before. That's an EDC that never ever comes out of my pocket and goes anywhere without me. I've always got that. Use it frequently. Love it. My blade today is my Tops Cheetah. This one I've modified the grind on it, so that's what I have with me for today. Multi-tool today is the Leatherman rebar. Of course, a wallet. Always carry a flashlight, and lately it's always been the Through Night T10. Love this little light. It's nice and bright and very small. Of course, there are AAA size flashlights. This is a AA, but I don't find it bulky at all compared to what I'm used to carrying. I usually carry my PD35 or my Nightcore P10, so this is, you know, much smaller than those. Really handy. Of course, always have my keys and a ferro rod on them. This one just comes apart. Has the striker on the back. So for most part, that's what I have in my pockets or on my belt at me at every given time. Not any given, yeah, always. I'm always carrying this group of items. No matter what, no matter where I am, short of I'm going to a concert and I'm not allowed to carry blades, or flying on an airplane, etc., etc. This is my everyday carry. Now, as I said, I always have my backpack on me, or with me at least, a very close proximity to me. So in that bag, besides my little leather pouch here, I always carry my multi-bit driver. This has a whole bunch of Torx. I bought this mainly for use in adjusting folding knives. So I just always have that with me. Comes in handy. Of course, I started getting into Kydex, and some of the kits I was making, some of the sheaths needed to be adjusted every once in a while. Not necessarily adjusted, but I might decide I wanted to vertical carry instead of horizontal carry, or something like that. So I've got some Allen keys that I keep in my backpack as well. These aren't in my pocket, guys. These are in a multi-pouch organizer system on my backpack. So, always have my Light My Fire titanium spork. This thing, you would never know you were carrying it anyway. It's so light, so I just keep it with me constantly. Eat breakfast every morning with it at work. I usually have a good bowl of oatmeal. Constantly use this. Love it. Recommend it to anyone. Plastic ones would be just as good. Just I wanted a titanium one. Of course, I've got a cell phone. I've got GPS. I've got a whole bunch of things that could require charging. My larger flashlights, I have a Nightcore charger for them. So I also always have this with me, and I don't think I remembered to show you this last time on the last EDC video. It came from China. I think this was from Tiny Deal or something. As you can see, it's charging just off the overhead light above me. This is a great little USB charger. You can plug this in to charge it, to charge the battery pack, or you can charge it off of solar. This is 10,000 milliamps, 1.5 watt solar panel. I think this cost me $20. I've had it for, I would say, 3 years now. And yeah, it does a great job. Like, if you can see, if I cover this up, there we go. It's not taking a charge now. It's fully charged right now, but just that much light. Oh, there we go. It's down 1 bar. Just from the overhead light here alone, it's taking a charge. I love this little thing. So sitting it outside or just sitting on my desk at work under the fluorescent lights, it charges it. So if I'm out in the woods, great thing to have. Now we'll get into this this pack. Like I said, I always have this with me. I have a knife here, I have a knife here, I have a knife here. I'm obviously a little overkill on the knives, but I'm a knife guy, so I always have my Jeff White Bush 1 with me. Without fail, you will always have, I will always have this with me. It's just a great little knife. A little more durable than Swiss Army knife for, you know, if you had to baton with it or something like that. Obviously, you're not going to use your little Victorinox for that. And it's got a little more blade length than my tops. So that's a blade I always keep with me, but I don't necessarily always have on my belt. So got here zip ties. You never know when a zip tie is going to come in handy. Got some paracord. I always have a piece of fat wood with me. This is actually the other half of the piece of fat wood that I have in my woods carry kit. And I have processed that as well, so that if I'm really in need of a fire and it's cold, I am in Canada, guys, and it is in almost December here, I might not have the dexterity in my hands at the time to go ahead and process a bunch of tinder material out of that fat wood. So I have some already prepped and ready to go. I just figured it would be handy that way. So let me see, a couple of band-aids, of course, you never know. Some snare wire. lighter. Of course, being able to start fire with the ferro rod or with flint and steel or whatever is a great skill to have, and you should practice those. But if you can do it easy and you're in an emergency situation, why would you not have a lighter with you, right? So I always have that. You never know. Writing utensil. Actually, I believe I have a couple writing utensils in here. I have, pen and a pencil both. I always have my PD-35 flashlight with me. I don't know if that'll focus for you. Maybe not. Anyway, this is a Phoenix PD-35, Phoenix, whatever you want to call it. This is a 960 lumen flashlight. Runs off an 18650 battery or 2 CR123s. And seeing that 18650 batteries don't hold their charge as long as CR123s, which are non-rechargeable, I carry a couple of extra Surefire CR123 batteries just as backup for my PD-35. It lasts, I keep it charged, but you never know. If I'm out for an extended period of time, I obviously could run out of batteries, so I've got a full spare set. And I do have a fair amount of blades here, of course, so I always have my Falkneven DC4. I did an unboxing of this. I haven't really done any kind of review. I've put a lot of use into it. It's a good little stone. The diamond side is pretty useless. It wore off really quick. But the stone itself is very nice. I've done a lot of work with it. Of course, as far as the zip ties go, I've got a couple different sizes. Just handy little tools to have, you never know. I always carry my Speedy Sharp in here. I've put a ton of use into this thing. Again, as long as you're gentle with it, it's good, guys, but be careful. You can mar up your blades pretty bad with them. Yet another blade, and this one I just started carrying because I just got it not too long ago, so I wanted to have it on me, be able to put some good use into it. I have sharpened it up and it's wicked sharp. Yeah, the Opinel, this is an Opinel number 7. If I can get that to focus for you or not here. There we go, number 7. I'll do a full review on this, guys, but I've been carrying this with me. Great little knife, very light, barely even know you're EDCing it. Oh, I've got my Tops Knives whistle here, emergency whistle. Came with the Cheetah. I just threw it in the bag. You never know when you might need one. What else do we got in here? A couple more zip ties, another Band-Aid, and I've got a little squeegee that this is actually what I use to modify this sheath to be better retaining on the inside, the back side of the spine. There's a piece of rubber that I pulled off of this squeegee, so you never know when it might be handy to have just a piece of rubber. And that's her. That's my kit. Now, my old bag was definitely easier to keep organized and stuff like that. I realize that, but I just kind of, there's a draw to me to an old leather pouch. So that's what I've gone with for now. Some might consider it a bit of a step back in the, back in technologies department or in organization. I see that, but just you gotta be happy with what you're carrying. So I thought this was pretty cool. I'll keep that in the bottom of my bag at all times. And this is essentially what I have with me at any given time. Yeah, pretty handy. So go ahead and leave comments, guys. Hit that like button, subscribe. Let me know if you have any questions, and we'll keep some more videos coming to you. Have a good day.